Shalom, giving all praises to Yahawah, Qadash, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, "This Truth is Only for the Chosen Elect, Not All Israel." This truth is only for the chosen elect, not for all of Israel. This is why you have individuals that fall off. They'll put a year in, couple years in. They'll come in shaky. You know, sometimes they come out, sometimes they don't. They're not consistent. Sometimes they come in diligent, and after maybe 5 years, they fall off. I've seen guys that's been in this thing for 10 plus years, and just all of a sudden they ran out of gas. They don't want to do it no more. And I've seen guys that you surprised that they fell off. You know, you thinking, wow, I thought this guy was one of us, one of the elect, or hopefully elect. But anyway, I got up and put the PC on. Let's see if the spirit hits me to do another video. And this video was in my notifications, which was a GMS Vegas sit down 144K. One body in Dallas admits to selling out. Yeah, so the guy said we sold out. As to what he really meant by that, you know, you can take it as wherever you want to take it. But I know one thing, he's not of the elect. He came in not being of the elect, and he still teaches Israel. You know, he's got the one body, the one in the back, and they still wear the garments with the fringes on. But he's just an Israelite. He's an Israelite that thought he was one of the elect. Because when he came in up under Bishop Nathaniel under the IUIC, and I don't know when he broke off, but he kind of attitude. They're not going in the direction that I want them to go, whatever the case may be. But I do know that they were formerly a part of the IUIC. That's why his structure, he got the classroom, he got the banner in the back, they wear the fancy garments, and so forth. But one of the things that he did do when he left the IUIC, I don't know if that's after the meeting or before the meeting, to say that we're gonna have a meeting not to call on Yahawah and Yahawashi. We're gonna call him Jesus and Christ Most High and Christ bless. Which I would have got it right then and there. I said, I'm not with this shit. No. I'm not with this. So, but like I said, when he left, set up his structure like the IUIC, and he kept the name Yahawashi because it used to be called One Body in Yahawashi. Then when he kind of broke off from the spirit, that one West spirit, that as he refers to it as, he took out the name Yahawashi altogether. And I believe they do mention Yahawah and Yahawashi. But when he had that meeting with Vocab Malone, that was around about that time where he kind of broke from that whole One West doctrine, as they call it. But like I said, he took down the name Yahawashi, and I believe he put One Body in Dallas or something like that. You got to go to this page. So he took out the word Yahawashi. I believe they still kind of use it, but after a while they're not going to use it no more. They're going to question whether that's the true name. Maybe we shouldn't be calling on it. And I don't know how much of the doctrine he changed, but when you listen to this, He did say he sold out, but the thing that caught my attention was you guys are not going to the Israelites out there. You got to go to all the Israelites. And myself, Apostle Gabar, and even mainly Apostle Gabar, he says this a lot, that we're not here to save all of Israel. Well, why don't you build a teen center? Why don't you build a community thing? Why aren't you dealing with the community? Why don't you clean their streets? IUIC, we're not concerned about them. We're not concerned about them at all. We're only concerned about the people that we teach. The scriptures say that they may teach others also. Let me bring that up. That they may teach others also. Bible. Hey, I got boom. 2 Timothy, this will be easy to remember. 2 Timothy 2 verse 2. You have heard me teach. And this is not King James, but I'll read in the King James as well. And then even in the NLT. It says, you have heard me teach in front of many witnesses, Israelites, pass on to people you can trust the things you've heard me say, then they will be able to teach others also. So that's not King James version. So let me go to the King James version. I'll start at the top. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahawashi HaMashiach. He was talking to Timothy, which by the way was an Israelite. His mother and his father were both Israelites, but his father was considered a Greek. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit unto faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. Now I want to get it in the NLT. Second Timothy 2 verse 2. You have heard me teach things that have been confirmed by many reliable witnesses. Now, he's talking to Timothy, teach these truths to other trustworthy people who will be able to pass them on to others. So you just don't teach. You know, you got like IUIC. They're out there always by some gas station, some mini mart, somewhere in America, and a woman might come up, a 14-year-old woman, Jake woman, got shorts on or whatever, and she stops, and they're actually teaching her like she's gonna come to the truth. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because she's an Israelite, because through her, she might talk to her father or whatever, or a boyfriend, and he might get into it. So women can sort of bring in men too. Peter spoke about that. Women believers that have husbands that are not believers. Then they might speak to some guy that's bugged out. They're talking to him, he's bugged out. Or they'll speak to kids or something, But like I said, there's nothing, they're not committing sin. But when you teach, somebody comes up and I'm Islamic, I'm an Islamic, and then you teaching him, right? And then you showing him precepts, but he's showing you precepts, scriptures in the Quran, Allah's this and Allah's that. You gotta hope that this guy walks down the street. There's this one Jake. Anytime a Muslim roll up, and that's the hardest Jake to wake up. A Jake that's a Muslim. You wake up a Muslim, you're doing good. Remember this? Well, there's a couple of Jakes that rolled up, but there's one Jake that rolled up, and he had the Muslim attire on, and I knew he wasn't gonna get it. I said, he ain't gonna get it. We're going to be wasting our time talking to him. But we had it on camera. So we did it for the edifying of the people. And everything that we threw at him in the scriptures, we showed him this precept, that precept. We even showed him something out of the Quran that, Muhammad said Israel is a set of selling nations. And he couldn't see it. He had something to come back. He had to retort. He had to come back with something. So eventually he walked down the street. But I knew this guy wasn't going to get it. Yeah, the Muslim boy, that's a heavy demon. And that is a demon, all right? For you guys out there that's into Islam, what you call them? That's a heavy demon on you, man. That's a demon. That's a Middle Eastern demon. But anyway, let me do this. Let me just let you hear this. But like I said, he fell off because when he was with IUIC does teach the truth, but they go off on certain things. This guy is totally, he done abandoned the whole One West, anything that has anything to do with the One Westers, he ain't dealing with that. And his mission is to get all of Israel. We gotta wake all of them up. The IUIC is doing that 12 tribes worldwide. No, it should be 12 tribes to the elect of the 12 tribes. To the elect of the 12 tribes instead of 12 tribes worldwide. He's on a mission to wake up every single. He keeps saying it. He said, that's why we need you guys, because we got to wake up. No, you don't got to wake up every Israelite. Your job is to teach this word so that, excuse me, so that the elect, if you had a crowd of 20 people, right? Maybe none of them are the elect. Maybe one of them or two of them are of the elect. And that's how it comes in, because we're a small number. Jake listened at one time or another to, watch a video of IUIC, ISBK, GMS, whatever, Sakari, Wi-Fi, AOC, Barak, HODC, whatever. They don't watch a video, and when you watch one video, it leads you to other videos. You might be watching ISBK, and they might be talking, what up, damn GMS niggas? And so, who's GMS? So they watch GMS. Or IUIC motherfuckers, then they'll start watching IU or whatever. This is a sifting process, pursuant to Amos 12. This is a sift. The Most High said he's going to sift the house of Israel. He's going to sift the house of Israel. So when you sift the house of Israel, the fine flour represents the elect. That's the elect. There's another account of Yahawashi with the net of fish. Because when they were fishermen, they would put a net and they would capture all the fish. And then when you take the fish, you take the unclean fish and you throw it back in the sea. And you would know what the clean fish were based upon the law. So anyway, let me let you hear this, and I got a handful of precepts. Let me just let you listen to show you that the Most High is not dealing with this guy at all. Maybe he means well, about going after all of Israel. But the Most High never set us up and never gave us the instructions. Your job is to reach every Israelite on the planet Earth. No. Our job is to push this word out there and that the elect will be initiated. I said the second time I said that. So listen up, listen up, listen up.
Being an entrepreneur, that's what the Most High trying to teach us to be. Now we want to sit back and accept.
Entrepreneur is like get into business so you can make money and make. When did Yahawashi ever say that? When did the Apostle Paul ever say that? When did Peter ever say that? When did any of the 12 said that? You got to get an entrepreneur. You got to be an entrepreneur. You got to open up businesses and sell T-shirts or, have a dollar sign with everything that you do. Is about making money. No. The scriptures, the Apostle Paul said, thereby be ye content.
What's going on and don't care about our people drowning.
See, he's saying and don't care about our people drowning. He didn't say elect, chosen. He said care about our people because we're sent on a mission to save all Israel. No. The Most High is going to build he's going to terrify them. He's going to ultimately burn them with fire. Right along with Esau, Moab, Ammon, Hamites, Canaanites, Cushites. Anybody that's in America that's not an Israelite, they're done. The majority of you Israelites, y'all are done. The best thing you can do is leave America so you don't burn up in this coming destruction. Because it is going to happen. The U.S. is already in the war. The Third World War is here. Jacob's trouble is just beginning. Going to be a lot of shit when all these, they're bringing out these different numbers. I think they're saying the number now is, I believe it's each day, 5,000 migrants, they call them, are coming into the country, which includes Venezuelans. They're coming in. Mexicans are not coming up in there. They're not saying anything about Mexicans. It's mostly Venezuelans. You got Chinese nationals. You got African nationals, Nigeria or whatever. You got Arabs. And they're all coming through the Darien Gap. That's a plan right there, man. You got the Republican nations, the Republican states, which are nations. They don't want this to happen, man. But the Democrats want it to happen, so it's a fight. It's about to be a civil war. So when they come up in here, you got these people that don't speak the language. I don't know how many of y'all brothers, I don't know in your various states, but I know in New York City, the 5 boroughs, I remember the ticket writers, and so forth, and people that would put boots on your car, or you either take the car. Happened to me a couple of times because you didn't pay tickets or whatever the case, or you parked in a zone where you shouldn't be in. And there used to be a lot of Jakes, the tribes. Now, all I see is, I rarely ever see a Jake writing a ticket. All I see is a lot of Elamites. Maybe a couple of Hamites. They're out there writing tickets. You talk to them, they speak with a very, very little English. So they're phasing out Jake altogether, and they're bringing in these migrants because Jake, they come, they call in sick a lot. They got an attitude. They don't bring their quotas in. See, them Elamites, they're making crap money in their country, and they come over here. The little bit of money that they get to them is like, I'm in paradise. So what are you going to do with 5,000 people a day that's been coming up in here for years? You're going to have another extra 100 million people in here. What is that going to cause? That's when Second Ezra chapter 15, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, Jacob's trouble is going to come into effect. So let me bring this back.
That's what the Most High trying to teach us to be. Now we want to sit back and accept what's going on and don't care about our people drowning.
The only people that you're supposed to care about are the elect or the potential elect. If you see a brother come up, he listens, he's taking notes, he's asking questions, he's really into this thing, then there comes a point where he's constantly coming out. There's a point where he'll just be in the camp. And we get plenty of calls of the different state camps that are called. They'll say maybe they'll do Apostle Rhyme Lot or whoever, Bishop Shakamana or whatever. They say, yeah, there's a brother from the elder from such and such a camp is asking for two guys that can they join the camp. They've been out there listening, taking notes for 2 years, and they've been diligent and all that. And I say, yeah, if they see that the brother is, the Spirit is with him, he may or may not, he may be one of the elect. So that's the only ones we're concerned about, are the elect.
That's why you'll have him come out, man. He sold out, man. He did this. Let me tell you something, man. Y'all sold out from that garbage, man, from running around weak men.
You heard what he said, right? He said, but he sold out. He said, yeah, I sold out from that garbage. He's calling One West, which includes IUIC, because he's talking about IUIC, or anybody that's formerly of One West, because he's formerly of the IUIC. He said, yeah, I sold out from that garbage. So he says we gotta be entrepreneurs, and we gotta teach all our people, which shows you that the Spirit is out of him. He's one of the 5 virgins with no oil in his lamp.
Yeah, I sold out. I don't want to follow weak men.
That's right.
Yeah, I sold out. I don't want to follow weak men.
That's right.
Yeah, I sold out. I don't want to follow weak men.
That's right.
Yeah, I sold out. I don't want to follow weak men.
That's right.
Ain't thinking about their peoples. I won't give up.
Ain't thinking about their peoples. The only thought is in our mind is to do the will of Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, like the Apostle Paul did. Everything that's written in the scriptures, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Heavenly Father and is profitable for correction and instruction in righteousness. And from a child I have known the Holy Scriptures, which is able to save thy soul, which is able to save thy soul, to save thee, bring you salvation. The Apostle Paul, all of his writings were approved by your Heavenly Father in the Spirit. Now you got scholars, Edomite scholars, well, Apostle Paul, see, this is not, we don't accept this as part of the Texas Receptus, the Apocrypha, we don't accept that as canon. Well, we accept things based upon the Spirit. The Spirit, when you read the letters of the Apostle Paul, those are letters that, and people build it up. We're going back and forth with Al-Azhar, but we catching Al-Azhar and Hakar quoting out of the writings of the Apostle Paul. Now, are you qualifying that? Are you saying, well, this is not scripture? This is just an opinion by the Apostle Paul? No. They're pushing it out there in the spirit of the book. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Father. Who made that statement? The Apostle Paul. Did that include the Apostle Paul's epistles? You got damn right it did. We're in the sifting process. Amos 9.
They for their people. Won't give up anything for their nation. How you gonna?
We ain't dealing with the whole nation. We're not dealing with the whole nation. We're not concerned about the whole nation. I'm not concerned about my favorite uncle, my favorite cousin, I'm not concerned about my nieces or my nephews. I'm not concerned about my brothers and my sisters unless they are one of the elect. One of my brothers, he passed. He was a staunch Muslim, man. And I told him about the truth, and he couldn't get it. And then, this was years ago, the Most High put him, he was eating breakfast, and he just dropped dead. And his wife found him. He was, you know, his face went in the food, and he was dead. His heart gave out on him. But I told him he was an Israelite.
Don't do it by self. Too many people talk this game, man. You know, I know you're talking when I know you ain't walking. Because talking is cheap. Talking don't weigh nothing. Entrepreneurs, what we trying to teach our people, man, being about this business. Now, we teaching our people, man, is to be niggas, man. We ain't teaching them how to be self-sufficient, think for themselves. We too busy talking about each other, man. And people act like I'm the only one talking. Nigga, y'all talked about me.
And this guy, this is what you call an emotional rant. This is an emotional rant. We got to save our peoples, man. We gotta wake all of them up. We gotta get to all of them. 12 tribes worldwide. It's all about the elect people. It's all about the chosen.
Shalom. I'm going to start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashim, Yahawashi, Ba'ashim, Qadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect tabernacle of David scattered abroad throughout the earth. Now, he pretty much, told on himself, because all you got to do is let a guy like this just continue to talk, and eventually, he's going to let it out and expose himself. This was a good catch from the brother Qadash. And, hey, we already knew, something was up with this guy. All right, the moment his doctrine started to go left, and all of a sudden, we can't be waiting for the kingdom. We can't be waiting for the ships to come out of the sky. The Lord's not going to deliver us on spaceships. We didn't walk through the Red Sea. The Lord didn't perform miracles. You name it. Once it starts to get to that point, that's how you already know. All right. This guy's clearly an agent. He's compromised. And we could tell. And now he was able to vent, and that's what you do. You let a man vent, and eventually they're going to expose themselves. As a matter of fact, let me get
Yeah, now, when the MOTB, the micro C-hip comes, he's going to tell people to go ahead and take it. They might ask him about it, and he's going to say, nah, go ahead and take it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing in the Bible that says you can't take it. Where there's no law, there's no sin. So you can go, so something like that. He's going to tell him, he's going to take it. He's going to take it to show him that, look, I took it, man. You people's got to take it too. And they're going to take it. It said, if the blind lead the blind, they shall what? Both fall into a ditch. He's a major stumbling block, that the Most High set him up to be a stumbling block.
Job 15.
Excuse me.
And verse 6. And it says, thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I, thine own lips testify against thee. He the one that said those words. Yeah, I sold out. Yeah, you did sell out. All right. You really want to be one of those upper echelon Israelite groups with notoriety and fame like Nate, and you envy that. You broke away from Nate, hoping that you could do your own thing and get on, such a level. And y'all went nowhere. You're a joke. You're a straight up parody, not to be taken serious, man. All right.
Especially when you went as a guest on Vocab's show. You had a totally different spirit. You wasn't in that yelling spirit. When you was around Vocab Malone, you wasn't yelling. You yelling right now. You known for yelling. It's like you could have been a character on the WWE. Here comes the black Hebrew Israelites. He grabbed the mic, Anyway, when he went on Vocab Malone's show, he was a whole different spirit. Didn't do no yelling up like that. So is this the same dude? But now he's back to that spirit. He's lost. He's completely lost. And the people that are following him are completely lost. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Right, and Nate, he sold out. A lot of these dudes, it's gonna be found out that a lot of these dudes that Jake is looking up to, they all are bought and paid for, man.
Now we can't prove that. We don't even know what he means by sold out. We don't know if he actually made a deal. We signed some paper or signed his name in blood or did a ritual or just saying that, I sold out to the world or whatever. So we don't know the extent. But when you hear certain things like this, it comes in your mind that this guy sell out. Like Comfy, the Tazadakia. We knew when he changed the name and called himself the God Single, we said this dude sold out. Them people that were following him, man, are all a bunch of zombies. Got too many zombies in Israel. That's a topic right there. Too many damn zombies in Israel.
All right. And the scriptures tell you that, that among my people are found wicked men. Let me get that real quick. Yeah, hey, the scriptures say, out of the abundance of the heart do the mouth speaketh. So he's venting, he's spewing all his mind, and he's telling you how he feel. All right, it's all about that money. It's all about prospering. So he loves this world. He doesn't see anything outside of that. He's not desiring the day of the Lord. All right, the scriptures tell you that.
I was just going to say that. And he beat me to it. Just came to my mind. I was just going to say that. See, when you're in the business and you're doing good, let's say you open up a sneaker shop, right? We call it sneakers. Some of y'all call it tennis shoes. You got the Jordans, the this. And it's small, then all of a sudden you got people, you got a website, you got people from all around the world wanting to get these classic throwback Jordans or whatever. And you realize, man, you ain't never made like money. You checking your bank and shit, and you be like, what? Shit, I was doing like 5,000 a week, now I'm doing 5,000 a day. Now I'm doing 10,000 a day. Hey, 10,000 a day times 10 is 100,000 in one a little bit more than a week, 10 days. Then you expand it. Then all of a sudden you realize that you're making $1 million every month. So, you got your wife, you got your children, you never lived, you wanted a nice house, you wanted, 2 or 3 cars. Scriptures tell you about the love of money is what? The root of all evil. The root of all evil, which some men have coveted after. Matter of fact, let me go to that. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and passed themselves through with many sorrows. And these rappers in the industry, well, what you call it? Biggie Small said this. He said more money. He made a statement: more money, more problems. And other individuals in the hip hop community have kind of said something similar to that: more money, more problems. And Mike Tyson, he was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but he was married to that bat, Robin Givens, and this guy's life went downhill, man. Because she was trying to get as much money. You know, her and her mother was tag teaming this guy. She lied and said she was pregnant so they can get married. So once they got married, she was entitled to half of the money. She never loved this guy. So, you know, Tyson's life was a mess when he made all that daggone money, man. More money, more problems. So the elder said, you know, he stopped and he said, see, the man ain't even thinking about the Lord coming back. Because look, you want to stay here for a while, and there was a movie called Heaven Can Wait. You want to stay here for a couple more years to see how much you can make $1 billion. Then the Lord can come. Anyway, I'm going to close it. I'll come back. I have a handful of precepts, and I may come back and just hit the precepts. And these precepts mainly is dealing with the chosen. That the Most High is only dealing with the chosen of the chosen elect. He's not dealing with all Israel. So anyway, I'm going to say shalom, and I will see you in a little bit.